The Euroleague playoffs are all about intensity, but things got out of control quickly in the Omnisports arena.
And it's a 19-point lead as Matthews, tempers flaring here. And Matthews Strazel, who has been such an instrumental player for his ball club, has got to keep his emotions in check.
At this point of the game, Barcelona was completely out of it, both mentally and result-wise. But let's see how things started getting so bad for them in the first place.
And Mike James, now it's a foul on a three-pointer, he's drawn! Oh my goodness!
The beginning of the game had a completely different flow though. Barcelona opened it up beautifully, with Kevin Punter leading the show by knocking down 3 three-pointers in the first quarter.
Is Kevin Punter aware? Pulls up from three-point territory and bottoms it once again. The shot making off the charts.
Barca stuck to their game plan accordingly, and safe to say, they controlled the tempo of the first quarter. Monaco tried to stay within reach and somehow managed to do so with an improved effort on defense. And this was the first sign of what was to come.
This is Euroleague royalty behind me, and I'm always tuned in to every team with Euroleague TV. I can watch up to 4 games live or catch the replays anytime I want. And you can join me by clicking the link in the description and typing code HEATCHECK15 for 15% off your first year of subscription.
If Barca started the first quarter well, Monaco started the second one even better.
Julian Gomez, but then taken away by Mike James for his first steal of the night as Elliot Kobo scorches the twine once again.
Monaco's defense was something else in the second quarter. They did not allow Barca to score a single field goal for almost 6 minutes of action. The defensive efforts followed into the offense as well, and before you know it, Monaco went on a 17-0 run to get to their first double-digit lead of the game.
Terrific anticipation, Mike James, and off to the races Elliot Kobo, who finishes with a fast break, two-fisted flush.
However, Barca did not plan on giving up just yet. Yusuf Afal dominated in the paint and Dario Brizuela knocked down a couple of quick shots to bring Barca back within reach. Monaco got the big lead quickly, but they lost it even quicker to an 8-0 Barca run.
Turnover, Yusuf Afal in the thick of the action once again, bagging that steal. And a 3-point.
In a game of scoring runs, we entered the second half with a 2-point Monaco lead. Brizuela opened up the scoreboard in the third quarter to give Barcelona the lead back. However, little did everyone know that that would be Barca's last hurrah. Monaco reactivated their defense again, holding Barcelona to 0 field goals for more than 3 minutes of play, which was more than enough to go on a 14-2 run, a run that would ultimately decide the outcome of the game.
Barcelona stalling again, Terry Tarpey continuing to be such a threat at the defensive end. Tataransky threading the needle, rejected by Daniel Theis.
Mike James and Daniel Theis took over and extended the lead to 17 for Monaco. Once they got to that point, there was no coming back for Barca. They fought bravely, but Monaco's defense was too much for them to overcome, as the La Roca held Barcelona to just 43% from the field while forcing 18 turnovers. It was a game of 2 completely different halves, where Monaco's second half performance was more than enough to secure a big-time Game 1 win. The second matchup between Olympiacos and Real Madrid was also a tale of 2 halves, but with a slight change of scenery. Olympiacos' amazing start of the game set the tone for the rest of the half, and before you know it, the Reds had a lead as large as 21 points over Real Madrid that they would control for the rest of the game.
A shooting slump on the outside recently, but right back hitting the target in the postseason. Fournier, Vezenkov for 3, bang!
Olympiacos dominated on both sides of the court in the first half, forcing 13 Real Madrid turnovers, which turned into 14 transition points for them. Their defense was the main reason why they went up so quickly and sent Real in full-on panic mode.
So tightly, Olympiacos' interior defense, and they force a travel on Tavares. Defensive collapse into the paint, and Chus Mateo is heading to the locker room.
Coach Mateo got his second technical foul with just 46 seconds into the second half and had to watch the remainder of the game from the showers. However, Madrid weren't completely discouraged just yet, as the Los Blancos showed pride and fought hard to get some sort of a rhythm. It was a little too late for that though.
Largely due to the foul trouble, he's got 4 now, but Olympiacos racing away!
Real Madrid is a very dangerous squad, but Olympiacos proved that they're #1 seed for a good reason. A dominating performance in the Peace and Friendship Arena for a huge Game 1 win for Olympiacos. We still haven't had a road victory in this year's playoffs, but we just finished with the first games of the series, so there's a lot more from where that came from. If you want to see the madness that happened in the other two series, click this video right here. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.